All right, good afternoon, guys. I got what I think is a really good video today, a good subject, and you might want to pay attention to this if you're over 50 years old, and even if you're not, but you really want to attention to it if you're over 50, and you might even want to take a few notes. And it's the biggest mistakes men make trying to get fit over 50. The biggest mistakes men make trying to get fit over 50. And I've got 5 of them here, and I think these are the biggest 5. And I have worked with people, or myself have encountered all 5 of these. If you're ill 50 trying to get fit, the way you did at 25, you're setting yourself up for frustration, injury, burnout, or all the above. Now let's talk about the biggest mistakes I see and how to avoid them. If you like the video, I hope you give it a like or a heart. Those things help YouTube when they see they show it to more people. And of course, I'm trying to grow the channel, so I appreciate you doing that. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. I have a lot of videos that I put out, and one of the few people that puts out videos almost daily. Number 1, training like you are still 20. You're 55, 60, 65, you're not 20 anymore. Couple things, and I have fallen to this in a lot. Heavy ego lifting. You used to be a big weightlifter, lifting a lot of weight, bench pressing and stuff. And when other guys are around you in the gym, or maybe you want to impress some ladies, you try to lift heavier weight than you should be doing, then your body is ready for you to do right now. You're just getting back into it. You haven't been into it a while. Can really injure yourself. Don't let your ego get ahead of where you're actually at. Now let's so also bring up another one. This goes along with that. No warm up. Some people just go in the gym, or they get home and they're going to do their work, and they just start doing. So you start lifting, start doing whatever, push up, whatever. You got to do a warm up. Warm up to me is a couple things. It can be some stretching. And you can use bands to stretch, or maybe you're just stretching on your own. And a lot of people screw this up. They don't start off lifting really light. And if you haven't lifted for a long time, and even if your muscles are sore, or you're like right now, I got a shoulder that's really bothering me. It just happens about every 6 months. And I start off really light. I do a lot of stretching, then I start off with a really light weight before I go do anything heavy. And if it's really bothering me, I may not even ever get to anything heavy on that day. Ignoring joint pain. All of these are in number 1 when it comes to training like you're still 20. Heavy ego lifting, no warm up, and ignoring joint pain. I just talked about that. I got several different things, but that right there is for arthritis that I put on my fingers, my thumb, where I've got arthritis in my thumbs, and it really helps, along with exercises I do. Number 2, ignoring sleep and recovery. If you're 50 plus, that's not optional, guys. It's critical that you get sleep. For recovery after a workout, it's critical that you get good nutrients into your body, get protein, eat a good high protein diet, drink plenty of water. Some people stretch right after they work out. A lot of people like to do that. Nothing wrong with that. Some people may stretch out a few hours later in the day. Some people don't. We want to try to get a minimum of 7 hours of sleep. I've tried a lot of different things, and I've got videos about helping you get more sleep. I started taking magnesium. I don't know, month and a half ago. Man, I go to sleep pretty fast now. I used to have to listen to something on the phone or something, or the waves or different things, and now I just go to sleep. When I'm ready to go to sleep, I lay there, close my eyes, I take my magnesium an hour or so before I go to sleep, and I go to sleep. Just saying, it seems to work. Recovery is huge, though. If you don't let your body recover, you get hurt. I'm an example of that. 3, starving yourself or following fad diets. Low-calorie diets over time destroy your muscle mass, slow your metabolism. So constantly eating low calorie, you'll lose that muscle mass, and you don't want to lose that as you age. and it slows your metabolism down. We don't want to slow our metabolism down. We want to speed our metabolism up in most cases. Fad diets. I'm going to tell you a stat right here, and you might say you're an idiot. 95% of the fad diets out there do not work. They don't work. They cause you to starve yourself, and it's like this, a yo-yo effect. And and another point, and studies have shown this, if you consistently do diets, cutting calories, cutting this, cutting that, year after years and years, it can lead to weight gain. And you have to do. I had a lot of clients like this, and I told them about reverse dieting, and they're like, "What's that?" I said, "You need to eat more food." Oh, I caught the devil. Eat more food, I'm gonna gain weight. I said, "You've been dieting all these years, you ain't lost any. Your body, I think the best thing you can do is eat more food, good, clean food, good, high quality food, not junk food. Eat good food. You eat more food, but it could add up to less calories because you're eating better food, but you need to get some more food in your body instead of starving yourself." Number 4, only doing cardio with no strength training. A lot of people do this. If you only do it, though, with no strength training, it leads to muscle loss, faster aging, weak, you fall, you have injuries. So lifting to me is a must. Not lifting, but resistance training. Lifting or resistance training is a must, because resistance training, if you don't want to lift weights, you can do bands, you can do body weight, you can do a lot of great things. People who lose a lot of weight with no strength training, unfortunately, they're skinny fat. So many of them, if they were really big, they're skinny fat, and they hate the way they look, and they got fat hanging, and that's a hard thing to overcome. A hard thing to overcome. So do some type of resistance training. There's another book, the Younger Next Year book that I've been telling you about. I'm going to do one on this one. I just got it the other day. The Younger Next Year exercise program. This is specifically for people who want to work out at home. And it's got diagrams and it's pictures and it shows you, but I'll do a thing on that book, a review on this book in a couple of weeks probably. But the introduction, read those 10 pages. That's an unbelievable introduction. Maybe one of the best introductions I've ever seen in a book. Number 5, the last one, setting unrealistic expectations. You're not trying to be a cover model. You didn't gain 60 pounds in a month or two, and you're not going to lose it in a month or two. And this, I used to tell people that all the time. They want to lose it so fast, and your body doesn't work that way. You're just not going to lose it that quick. It takes time to build a fit body at any age, but especially over 50. You can build a nice, fit body, no matter how big you are now, but it's going to take some time. So instead of wanting to be a cover model, because this right here we can't do a whole lot about, but you do a little bit about it by decreasing wrinkles and stuff like that. That does happen, believe it or not, at certain ages if you're doing the right things. We want to be strong, mobile, and energized. That's what we want to be. We want to be strong, we want to be mobile, and we want to have energy to do the things we want to do. So respect your body now, and it'll reward you guys with better energy, more strength, better quality of life for decades. Because when you get your body where it's at, if you don't go back to your old habits and you've got the new habits, you can keep it right there until your time here is up. Your focus should be on strength, cardio, recovery, consistency, and smart nutrition. I'll say that again, and you can write that down. Strength, however you get your strength, some type of resistance training, cardio, walking, jogging. There's dozens of things you can do for cardio. Recovery, I talked about that earlier. The whole thing is being consistent. If you're not consistent, your body's not going to consistently get better. Smart nutrition. That's a big subject on its own, and I talk about it a lot. If these 5 things resonate with you, leave a comment below. Let me know which one resonates with you, or if all, or whatever. Give the video a like. If you're new, subscribe, share it, and let's do what we got to do to keep the old man out, guys. Talk to you later.